Hi, my name is Rytta Benneh, and been in this fast for I've been in the 21 days of fasting since the 11th of January. So I think we're doing day 18 today. So day 18. Throughout the fast, I had written all as usual. I have a list of things that I like to write for the year, what I want God to do for me for the year. I believe in writing. Well, the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, says, "Write the vision and make it clear, that they may run with it, them that read it." And I have been doing this over the years. And whenever I've gone back to look at the list at the end of the year or the following year, sometimes I misplace that actual book or something. But later I found it and I'll realize that, to my surprise and to my amazement, almost everything has been answered. Almost everything. Some things are not answered the way I wanted them to be answered, but sometimes I find that if they were the way I wished it wouldn't really be good for me. So this year again I wrote my list, but one thing I realized this year was it was actually hard writing the list, which is something that doesn't happen often. I have something to do with a car, something to do with a house, something to do with business, my children, my husband, our ministry, something, family. But this year, for some reason, it was really difficult to put pen to paper and write this out. And I remember several times my husband will say, "I'm waiting for your prayer list. I'm waiting for your prayer list," because we'll do it together. I would write mine, he would write his, and we'll sit down and we'll look at how we merge both prayer lists together. Yeah, basically. Well, this year was really difficult, but then we started these 6 a.m. prayers and 12 p.m. prayers. And what was coming through more, what I felt ministered to more was to put all the material things aside and focus on spiritual things. I wanted to have an encounter with God. I wanted to know. I wanted to I wanted to have an encounter with God. I wanted more from God. I wanted to see Jesus. I wanted to experience all these things, a higher dimension in my worship, a higher dimension in my prayer life, a higher dimension in my word life. So that has been the main prayer topic for me for the past 18 days. And then normally at the end of the fast, I would go into a 3 days of dry fasting, water only. So abstain from food, but drink more water. So my meals would be replaced with water, and I would break my the fast with water. Today, um, my son asked me, "Oh, my son said your dinner is ready," and I was like, "Dinner?" And he said, "Yes." "You're having water, isn't it?" I said, "Yes." He says, "It's ready." So I have my water here that I'm drinking. And my fast this year, really, what I so want is for God to have another encounter with God this year. I want to have another encounter with God, a higher level. Like I said, yes, I do have grave needs. I have urgent needs. I have things that God has to step in. But if I can grab God, if I can pull him to notice me, then those things will come through. And for the last, don't want to share my age here, but God has sustained me. Even the things I haven't prayed for, he has answered them some way, somehow. So I know that even before I pray, he's already done these things for me. So today is day one. Today is day one of my dry fast, and as I was praying, I decided to do a video journal of how it's going. So my morning started, I was praying at 6 a.m. I started at midnight yesterday, prayed through, started at 6 a.m. What I realized was that my spirit hasn't stopped praying. I've just been praying and praying, and then this afternoon at midnight I had to lead worship, which lead prayer, which was actually quite difficult because my I felt so, I felt like I just wanted to worship God throughout. I didn't want to ask for anything. I didn't want to. I just wanted to fall in love with Him all over again. And I'm praying that by the end of this fast, such a deeper revelation of God, really, a deep revelation. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been an easy day. My daughter decided to make food, and because I don't want her staying in the kitchen for so long, I said, why don't you start early? So around 3 p.m. she started cooking, and food has never smelled that good in a long time. I'm telling you. Right now I'm hiding in my bedroom, and I'm about to pray and retire. But the truth is, if today I was in the living room and I was praying this afternoon, praying through this afternoon, because I asked my husband for time to be able to just separate myself and dedicate myself all to Jesus again. Possibly would get my feet washed, because to rebaptize myself. It's not because I've sinned or anything. Well, yes, we all sin, but there's nothing that I'm trying to consecrate. It's so bad. But yeah, so this is it. So day one, it's been by God's grace and by God's mercy. If you watch this and you feel inspired to do this, drink loads and loads and loads of water and pray a lot. I don't know what your prayer topic would be, but whatever it is, get into the word. I've been reading, I've been listening to sermons, encouraging me, sermons to ginger me to pray more. And on my own, I've been praying. There's worshiping, so much. So listen, if you want to do this, if you watch this and you want to do this, do it. It's a big sacrifice, but it's worth it in the end. So day one, yeah, so struggle, the serious smell of food in the house, it's crazy. I'm telling you, chicken never smelled this good in my life. Chicken and veg never smelled this good. I had to run for my life, but hey, I'm dedicated to this. I'm committed to this. So I'll see you tomorrow.